So I'm currently in Malta on my 5-year wedding anniversary, and I'm going spearfishing. I've got a pretty good wife. Never been diving in Malta. Found this spot on one side of the island and talked to some locals. Got a little bit of information and hopefully find something for dinner, because it looks very, very inviting. All the gear looks like it's arrived pretty safely. These sport tubes are really good. It's the only way to travel with spearfishing equipment, in my opinion. Hoping to find some sargos today. Never shot one of those before. Would really, really love a Dentex. Don't like my chances though. But hopefully it's a bit easier than shooting fish in Italy, because man, that was tough. How good is my wife? Coming along with me for a dive. It's also illegal to be naked on a beach in Malta, so I'm gonna have to get in my wetsuit, in the drink with my board shorts, and then do the naked thing in there, because I'm technically not on the beach if I do that. Having short hair makes getting into a wetsuit just that much more pleasurable. Don't know if I could go back to long hair. Just this hood with the hair that's short. So good. When shore diving, I like to use a drop weight on the end of my rig line. I anchor the float and then swim around that with my reel gun. I found some nice ground in about 12 to 15 meters of water, and there are a few sargos and 2 spot sea bream on the bottom. I was being a bit lazy here and didn't keep myself low enough to the bottom, and the fish saw me and spooked. I wasn't going to make this mistake again.
Finally got my first sargo. That was just a really fun hunt, because it wasn't just swimming up to you. You had to sit on the bottom, get low, and I've been watching a lot of Mann videos lately, and they all seem to get really low and try and hide their bodies. And that's just what I did, and the fish came close, put a nice shot in, really stoked. So it's gonna make a nice little meal.
These sargos didn't want to hang around either.
I was looking up the charts out here, and it seems to have a bit of a drop off. That I've just found some 11 to 10 meter stuff where I shot that sargo, and I've come out a bit further and dropped my drop weight. It's going down about 20 meters, so I don't think I'll go much further than this, but we'll see what's down there.
I was hopeful that this fishy ledge would have some larger predators like Dentex or gilthead sea bream. With only 2 spot sea bream and small sargos, I decided to head back to shore.
am so hot in this wetsuit. Ooh.
As usual with the Mediterranean, not a heap of fish and smart little buggers, but today I outsmarted one. See these things everywhere in the Mediterranean, but first time I've had a spear gun and an opportunity to shoot one, so pretty stoked on that. Seeing as this isn't the biggest fish in the sea, I'm gonna cook it whole just to maximize the return. So just gonna give it a quick gut and gill. One thing I've learned in my 5 years of marriage, it's better to do this by the seaside than in the kitchen. Along with some champagne, that'll be a delightful dinner. Or a snack anyway before we really go out. So spearfishing in the Mediterranean isn't always just 30 meter spheres, super deep diving, trying to bust your balls for a dentex, although I'm sure that happens in a lot of the places, but that was only shallow. I didn't go deeper than about 16 meters today, and got one nice fish. It's good to eat, pretty happy with that, and yeah, pretty nice location. So looking forward to eating this bream, celebrate my successes. But yeah, it's not always about smashing a massive one, although it's a convenient excuse for me right now, seeing as I only got one small bream. But you know, whatever makes you happy, right? I kept the cooking of this sea bream pretty simple. I fried both sides of it to get the skin nice and crispy, finished it off in the oven, accompanied by a bottle of Laurent Perrier. So Malta has a lot of cliffs, and trying to find a spot where there's no cliffs so I can go diving is proving very difficult after driving around for half the day. So we've ended up here, and allegedly there's an entry point, so we'll see. Just no idea. Ominous cliffs. We had spent the past 2 days driving around Malta trying to find somewhere to dive. It was either a marine park or a big cliff. This was my last chance to get in. Cliffs look pretty high. Hope I can get in somewhere. Stairs are going to help with access a little bit. Where are we? Oh. Dentextopia, I hope. What is it? Yeah? Ah, that is the stairway to heaven, isn't it? This massive cliff. And there's a set of stairs carved into it. Could it get any better? After that hike, we had to cool off. And there is a massive drop off just off these cliffs, so didn't bring my wetsuit bottoms this time. It's because I roasted the other day, so sunscreen up on those, and hopefully don't have cooked legs when I get back in. This place was turbo deep. I'm sitting here at 24 meters looking over the edge at one of these steps, and then I can't see the bottom of the next step. It was ridiculous.
The water is just so clear. You can see down to steps and they're just 25, 30, 40 meters and you can't even see the bottom. It's just ridiculous depth here. A bit intimidating, it's just a vertical wall, so I'm trying to look for some rocks and caves and find something in that, because there's no way I'm sitting down on the 30, 40 meters on a terrace looking for a dentex or rope or whatever.
I finally found some shallower ground with this small gutter going up into the cliff face. It was about 15 meters to the bottom and had sargos all through it.
seen a few sargos, not any real big ones, so I've left them alone for now. And yeah, continue on, see if I can find something. But none of them have been big enough to shoot. So a bit more of a look at some holes I've just found and see how we go.
Whilst waiting on the surface, finally my opportunity at a fish. A school of trevally swam straight past me. After missing that trevally and the sun getting lower, I headed back to the staircase to make sure that I at least caught one thing today. The sunset. As usual, Mediterranean serving up humble pie, but when you're in a location like this, it doesn't really matter. And that concludes my warm water diving for the year. Next video you guys will see me diving in Europe. We'll be in the Arctic Circle, looking for halibut. Looking forward to that. 9mm wetsuit. Stay tuned.